Good morning, children. Yesterday, I had gone through the discussion of chapter 2 solution in chemistry for class 12, and today I'll proceed the topic on solubility. You know, the maximum amount of solute that can be dissolved in a given amount of solvent, especially the solvent is taken 100 grams. It is okay at a given temperature. This is called solubility. Let me go through the example. Suppose we dissolve cane sugar in 100 gram of water in room temperature, 25 degrees Celsius. That is the considered room temperature. So the maximum amount of solute that can be dissolved in a given amount of solvent at a given temperature is called solubility. Means what solubility will be for the cane sugar? Suppose it is dissolved maximum 60 gram of sugar dissolved at room temperature in 100 gram of water. Means this 60 gram of sugar will be the solubility of that particular salt, means compound. So the solubility can be defined by this way, the maximum amount of the solute, maximum amount of the substance that can be dissolved in a given amount of solvent, and that amount of solvent is considered to be 100 grams at a given temperature is called solubility. And now the solubility of any substance depends upon the nature of solute, and nature of solvent. Light dissolves light. H2O, water is a polar solvent. So when we dissolve polar compounds in water, readily that particular compound will get dissolved, and the solubility will be maximum. So if we dissolve non-polar solvent into polar solvent, then the solubility will be lesser than that of polar to polar. So solubility depends upon nature of solute, nature of solvent, and temperature of the solvent. Even pressure in case of the gases. These are 4 points in which solubility depends. Once again, children, you go through the definition of solubility: the maximum amount of solute that can be dissolved in a given amount of solvent at a given temperature. But the amount of solvent is always taken 100 grams for the consideration of solubility, and it depends upon following 4 factors. The factors are: first factor is nature of solute, the second one nature of solvent, the third temperature of the solvent, and fourth the pressure in case of gases. We should have to discuss the Henry's law regarding to solubility. So go through the definition of Henry's law. According to Henry's law, the partial pressure, capital P, of the gas in vaporous phase is proportional to the mole fraction. Mole fraction is considered to be X of the gas in the solution. Means definition is the partial pressure of the gas in vaporous phase is proportional to the mole fraction of the gas in the solution. It is okay. So this is the definition, and this Henry's law can be expressed as P. P stands for partial pressure. Partial pressure directly proportional to the mole fraction X, or we can write P is equals to KH, capital K, capital H. This is Henry's constant into X. Means final formula. At very first we start P directly proportional to X, where P is the partial pressure and X is the mole fraction. Whereas P is equals to KH into X. P again partial pressure, and KH is the Henry's constant, and X is the mole fraction. Now note down some points. KH is Henry's constant, and this is variable. This is not a fixed constant. For different solvents, it is different. Greater the value of KH, higher the solubility. This is the point to be noted by you. Means greater the value of Henry's constant, higher will be the solubility of that particular solvent. Now, when the value of KH decreases, means when we increase the temperature of the solution, then the value of KH will be decreasing for the solvent. Regarding this second one, we are giving an example. Means during winter season, aquatic animals are more comfortable. Means aquatic animals, fish, turtle, frog, etc. The animals who lives in water, who accommodate their life in water. So the aquatic animals are more comfortable in cold water rather than warm water. Means this is due to the Henry's law, and this application, second application, is the value of KH, means solubility constant will decrease with increasing temperature. During summers, the temperature of our surrounding increases, so the dissolved oxygen content in water will also escape. During summers, at high temperature up to 40 or 40 plus, 45 plus, water, ponds, rivers, lakes, everywhere the content of oxygen will be less in comparison of the content of oxygen in winter season. It is okay. So this is the point to be noted. The aquatic animals are more comfortable in cold water rather than warm water. So there are few applications for the Henry's law. At very first, children, the first one is the manufacture of soft drinks and soda water. When you open the bottle of soda water, then there is the sound of fizz. Means instantaneously more amount of carbon dioxide evolves, and that creates the sound fizz. So the manufacture of soft drink and soda water, during this carbon dioxide is passed at very high pressure to increase the solubility. It is okay. Now here is the application of Henry's law. The second one is to minimize the painful effects for the sea divers. Sea divers are getting the depth 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers. Sometimes they went to 3 kilometers at the depth. So where they feel a very high pressure, to minimize that pressure, they feel bends, means painful effect in their bodies. So they passes with them the cylinder of oxygen mixed with helium gas, and that's why this creates the volume of blood vessels normal, and that is why they can exist at the high depth level. So the third point, at high altitude the partial pressure of oxygen is less than that of the ground level, and means this leads to low concentration of oxygen, and in the blood the blood of climbers, the mountain climbers attain, so they feel anoxia, means the level of oxygen is decreasing at the altitude due to this is also the application of the Henry's law, means where the pressure is very high, there will be high concentration of oxygen, but where the pressure is very low, then it will be very low concentration of oxygen. So ultimately, children, in this chapter I have given you the concept yesterday regarding dP and dL, dispersed phase and dispersion medium. Dispersed phase is considered to solute, and dispersion medium considered to be solvent. Regarding different solute and solvent, I have discussed 9 type of different solutions, and liquid solutions, solid solutions, gaseous solutions with their examples. And today it is a solubility, the definition of solubility, and solubility depends upon the nature of solute, nature of solvent, temperature of the solvent, and pressure in case of gases. And this is Henry's law. The definition of Henry's law: the partial pressure of the gas in vaporous phase is proportional to the mole fraction of the gas in the solution, and is expressed with the formula P proportional to X, or P is equals to Kh into X, where X is the mole fraction of that gas and Kh is the Henry's constant. And this Henry's constant is variable for different solvents. If greater the value of Kh, it means higher will be the solubility, and this Kh is decreases with increasing temperature. Ultimately, during winters, the aquatic animals feel comfortable because in winter season there is more content of oxygen existing in the water, whereas in summer season there will be very less quantity of oxygen. So that's why aquatic animals are feeling comfortable in winter season. So this topic today I have given you children for your convenience. Rest we will discuss in tomorrow. Thank you.